Set up, guys.
In Australia, we've got deadly animals aplenty. We've got funnel web spiders who'll murder you and your family. Under every second rock is a redback spider, and they'll kill you just because, I don't know, they're bored or whatever. We've got invisible brown snakes who'll bite you on the foot and you'll be dead in 7 minutes. Just like that, kaput. We've got the world's deadliest creatures all over the place. We've got magpies who'll steal the eyeballs from your face. But at least we don't have AR-15s. We've got great white sharks who'll ascend from the deep and rip you in half with their razor-sharp teeth. We've got saltwater crocs who'll death roll you to death, and sea snakes who'll gladly snatch your last breath. We've got a blue-ringed octopus, no bigger than this, that just sits around in rock pools waiting to kill kids, and even the platypus, a cute beaver duck thing, has got a spur on its ankle that'll kill you in one sting. But at least we don't have AR-15s. At least they can't end up in the hands of psychopathic teens. We've got stonefish and stingrays and sea urchins and shit, and hectic fucking homicidal box jellyfish. And these jellyfish, they aren't even sentient beings. They don't even really do stuff or know about things. They just float around on the whim of the currents, being pointless, non-cognitive, murderous cunts. And if that weren't enough in terms of natural hazards, here in Australia, the sun causes cancer. But at least we don't have AR-15s. And at least they can't end up in the hands of suicidal teens. And at least we don't have an NRA who pay millions of dollars every day buying off politicians not to change old laws. We've got bull sharks, cone shells, saltwater crocodiles, honeybees, European wasps and blue-ringed octopies, death adders, blue bottles, redback spiders, tiger sharks, tiger snakes and lizards that'll bite ya. We got sea snakes, taipans, cassowaries, copperheads, all the creatures of the land and sky and sea that want you dead. Toadfish, stonefish, irukandji jellyfish, bull ants, centipedes and ticks that cause paralysis. But we don't have AR-15s. Thank fuck they can't end up in the hands of psychopathic suicidal teens. And thank fuck we don't have an NRA who pay millions of dollars every day buying off politicians not to change some law. A law that was written 200 years ago, in a time when it took 3 minutes to reload a single round of ammunition. We knew nothing about depression, and you couldn't fire 45 rounds in 60 seconds. There wasn't even such a thing as automatic weapons. And there weren't 31 mass shootings monthly. But what would I know, 'cause I'm from another country.
Good morning. I know it's afternoon. It's 12:01 p.m. on Saturday, the 18th of January, 2020. Hello, everybody. Let me just get myself set up a little bit. Whenever I play the intro, obviously I share the screen, so I can't really do much else at the time. Let me just open up my chat. Then I have to let a few people know. I'm not sounding very. I'm not fat. All right. Okay. I think that's better. I didn't have to just a bit more juice. Now let me make sure I have this muted. I'm not fat. All right. Oh my god. It's delayed, of course. So get to hear myself. So yeah, I thought I would just jump on. Let me just message a few people. I thought I would jump on and have a chat because it's nice and cool here today because it's been raining, absolutely pouring in Brisbane and surrounding areas. Actually, it's been raining a fair bit. I was just on Facebook. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I could hear the rain and it was really loud. But we have a tin roof, so it's sort of always, I guess, reasonably loud. Other than the old tiled type roof or whatever. And I'm just sort of catching up with a few things. Okay. And I remember waking up and it was loud as fuck, and I went, "Oh, isn't that a lovely sound? The sound of rain hitting your roof is so nice." And of course, I didn't get up, other than for a leak or whatever. And it was just like really unusual because, as you all know, it's been dry as all hell around Australia. And usually we have up in Queensland, I mean, I've been here for about 9 years. Oh, no, 10 years now. Holy shit. I've been up here 10 years now. And we usually have the summer rains come through, but, it dries up quite quick and humidity's high, but it's always pleasant to have a nice bit of rain. And it's been really dry everywhere. And with all the bushfires that everyone around the world knows about, it's just so nice to have some rain. And the problem was it came down, I don't know, I haven't looked exactly from the Sunshine Coast all the way down to the Gold Coast and all the way through Brisbane and stuff like that. The what we call up here the M1 freeway between Brisbane and the Gold Coast was closed both ways with flooding and stuff. I mean, this is on a freeway, 3-4 lane highway, either way, each way. So, and caravan parks, people obviously still on holidays, right? And having a lot of people stay home, have the whole Christmas thing and whole Christmas New Year thing, and then they go on holidays, and they sort of end up coming back around end of Jan. Well, I've seen a few pictures on Facebook of people in caravan parks, and they're fucking caravans half underwater. And I mean, 1 minute they're worried about, we'll keep an eye on the bushfires. You don't want the bushfires to come through. Next minute, now you're drowning. You need floaties. I thought that was quite unusual and strange. But anyway, I just went out the back, and I have a makeshift pool sort of set up for the summertime, and I had to let about 6 inches of water out of that, and water feels quite nice. And Danny from LA, I see you in the chat. Hey Danny, how you doing? Just jumped on, have a chat about how it's raining finally up here in Brisbane with the fires that have been so hard. Hey, there's my boo. Have I finally managed to coordinate a time? Because I feel so bad. I liked really talking to Marianne, but the problem is with the time difference, and I know what it's like. I don't really want messages friggin' in the morning, or I have bad enough time sleeping as it is, so I feel really bad communicating with my friends over in the US, and they're all over the shop. Well, half of them I don't even know exactly where, but I figured there's like a 3 hour time difference between the East and West Coast, and well, I do know where some people are roughly from, but it's so difficult to have like conversations with people. So I feel bad that because when people don't get back to you, right? Well, first of all, you got to consider the time difference. But when people don't get back to you, you know, just generally like with messaging friends or something like that, when people don't get back to you, you sort of think, oh, this person doesn't want to talk to me, or I've done something wrong, or I've said something wrong, or I don't know. And you can easily like get the wrong idea, or you can feel the wrong way when you shouldn't be. So I try to be really sort of casual with that. I figured if people get back to me, they do. If they don't, they don't. Sort of like no point getting up too upset about things. Hey, which one am I looking at? Which? This is Stream Yards. So, okay, yeah. Well, I don't know. Let's take right now, for instance. It's 12. I said before it was 12:07 p.m. here. All right, let me just throw this out here. I reckon it's Jamie usually goes live around my time between 4 and 5. So it must be. I figured it must be 7 o'clock. Starlight, Starbright. That's what I like calling you. Yeah, it must be between 7 and 8 o'clock. Tell me if I'm right. But it's hard because. Oh yes. All right. Yes. I got it close. That's pretty good. Because I do know that you're in the middle somewhere. middle of that place somewhere. Okay, so 8 o'clock on Friday night, because it's Saturday here, so it's Friday night there. So that would mean if you had kiddies, which you do, means 8 o'clock is busy time. Probably my guess would be dinner's probably done and dusted, and they're running around like crazy. Probably Jamie's the same thing. That's the thing. When I want to go live, see, I love to work around people. This is just I don't know. It goes unnoticed, but it's like a politeness thing. If I jump on YouTube, and I look at who's live, and if any of my, favorites, sort of people I like to either watch or even participate, I won't go live at the same time, because it's nothing to do with the numbers thing, because I don't really have that many numbers. I just get on and gas bag. I get like maybe 100 replay views or something like that. So like if Starlight Starbright is on, then yeah, I'll go and sit in the chat or something like that. And if Jamie's on, obviously I would be in there. And anybody that I follow, I do follow there is actually quite a few people live, but they're the ones I usually just listen to. Hey Jeff, Mr. President Jeff Count in the house. Hey, I have to do something here. Hang on a second, Marion. I actually did this. I didn't take. Yeah, okay. All right, just I suppose I should set some rules, because I'm in a very, very difficult position here where I like people that other people don't like, and there's this is like, before my time. I know there's people that don't like each other, but as long as like people aren't rude, and of course I've got some Aussie people that I haven't actually spoken to for a while, because they're probably not that impressed that I hang out with some people, but I've always said that I'll just do pretty much what I want to do, and I'll make up my own mind about people, and I have my own opinions about people, and if I want to hang out with them, I'm sorry if it offends anybody else, but that's just me. And I know that some of them people, I think the first time I went live and I did this, they actually came in and there wasn't a clash, but I'm hoping to avoid any clashes, between, because some of the people, I know it's hard to say, because I'm fairly neutral in things that don't involve me, if you know what I mean. Things that were existing problems between people has nothing to do with me, and I might be just friends with one of those people. But as far as making lemonade, Jamie's concerned, I'm 100% on board there. I'm sorry, but that's the way I'll always be. There's a reason why I'm a mod for her. So, but in saying that, my the Aussie people that I know are not friends with a lot of people. Also, I don't have any issues with them, and I've had conversations with them, and I basically have agreed with them that I'm not trying to change their mind, and I don't want them to change my mind. I just want to treat people as they treat me. So I haven't heard from them for a while. I did tell a few of them that I was, because I went back to work this week, and it's been like really, really busy. So I told everyone I was, going back to real life, because during the holidays, it was fine. I had so much time. I would just be on fucking YouTube freaking all day long. No responsibilities here. No kids, no nothing. I didn't get half the jobs done I was supposed to do over the Christmas break, because I'm too freaking lazy, and I was just resting the whole time. Oh my God, I've got a Twitter friend here that's dropped in. Tricep Bra. Man, I was just I was going to tweet you, Tricep. Just digressing here. I was going to tweet you because I understand you went missing for a little while. I didn't notice, because I don't jump on Twitter as much as I used to. And I saw a few comments there that someone said, "Oh, geez, Tricep Bra's gone. Like he's gone missing." And this happens a few times with a few people. They just, I don't know whether they just take a break, or whether or not they're just busy in their real life, or they go on a holiday or something like that. So, and then I saw, when I checked Twitter today, I see that Tricep Bra has returned. There's a few people worried, and I was going to tweet him, but I figured that other people, yeah, you're on vacation. Yeah. Why you involve yourself too much? Oh, I did put it on Twitter. Oh, okay. Hello, Starlight, my boo. Are you just listening, or did you want to come up? Because I can give you the link. Jeff will want to come up and say hello, but I thought I'd just check with Marianne first. Marianne, if you want to come up, I can put the link in the chat. I don't think. Did everyone see what happened to me the first time I went live? It was funny. Come on, I got a fucking sense of humor like you wouldn't believe. It was funny that someone came into my studio as Cosmic. No, it wasn't my live. Was it my live? Or yeah, it was my live. God, my memory's shocking lately. And someone came in as Cosmic, in the avatar, not so much the avatar, but the writing, the name, and I ended up getting like a hairy ass on my screen. Yeah, so like, because you know how they don't activate the camera, and then you let them on, and then suddenly they turn the camera on. It's all about timing, and then you get done. So, I see Cassie in the chat, and I'm trying to rack my brain. What other chats I see Cassie in. I can't remember if it was Nikki's or Robbie's or Misery's or someone else's. I don't know, but welcome. Like I said, I don't want to judge people. Like, everyone knows that I'm anti Jiminan, and I have been. I was there from the start, and I'll probably be there at the end. There's nothing that's going to ever change my mind about that. I am, part of the truth teller type thing. But in saying that, though, he says anybody that's polite, that likes Misery and likes to come over here and chat too. I don't have an issue with it, but I think where conflict starts is that Nikki, Ross Dogs and Misery. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I see you're all over the place. You're in Ross Dogs as in Ross Dogs show and stuff, or the Discord. But okay, yeah, that's fine. No, you're working out. I like everyone's different. Everyone's different. There will be people that just refuse to go and hang out in different chats if you're anti, misery. But I still fight for the belief that you can go and do whatever you want. It's a free country, free world, whatever. Go and join. It's not my cup of tea, and anyway, I don't really want to get into that. It's just so complicated, that issue. Hang on, let me put the chat up. I've forgotten how to do it. Oh yeah, when I was watching Marianne's last live, man, it was driving me so crazy when copy to clipboard. Yeah, I remember now. It was driving me so crazy that I didn't know the people. I didn't know the names of the people, and she didn't have the names up. So I was trying to learn who people were, and then she couldn't work out how to do it. So then I went into mine, and then I was trying to get the message through to how to do it, and then I think she eventually got it under banners or whatever, and the display names things. So I think I have mine. I wonder if mine's sort of set up. I don't know until somebody comes up, I guess. I don't know. I only use the free version, so I don't know how much shit I get, because I know that the more, like, if you pay, you get more stuff. Okay, I don't know. Banner. Oh, okay. I've got the display names activated. Okay, cool. I think I know what I'm doing here. Anyway, as I was saying in the beginning, it's raining. Finally, it's raining, and it's just so fantastic to have some water. Like, I don't know if you see anything on, Facebook or news or whatever, you've got like just kids playing in the mud because they just haven't played in the mud for as long as they can remember. And we had too much rain, and it's flooded in some areas. But where I am, north side, in the Brisbane city, it's fine. Got a lot of rain, and I can just walk out the backyard. It's just a little bit wet, but it's nice. And even the backyard is starting to turn green again. So that's awesome for us anyway. So hopefully it landed in places. Believe it or not, it was still raining and putting out bushfires in certain areas. But I mean, just because it rains in Brisbane for 4 or 5 hours non-stop doesn't mean that it's going to be raining in Victoria, where there's very, very bad fires and stuff like that. But overall, they have had a bit of rain in all the states since Christmas time, and it has helped with the fires. I haven't checked the latest fire map to see where there's still fires going, but people aren't talking about it as much as they were. So I'm starting to think, well, I think the situation is getting better. I donate like $10 every week. I usually do like my online banking stuff on a Wednesday or Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and then I just donate $10 to a different koala sanctuary or hospital or something like that. I've done it like three weeks in a row now, and if everyone did that, it'd be great. But it is what it is. So I didn't have anybody. Jeff, are you? Did you want to come up and say hi? I haven't caught up with Jeff for about 2 or 3 weeks now. And Jeff, I like to keep in touch with Jeff. He's a good friend from Toronto, Canada, and he had a night. I think we were talking about Christmas last time he came up. So I heard you all got rain. That's great. Yeah. Thanks, Cassie. Yeah. Got some nice rain all around. Probably came down a little bit too hard last night, but it's good to get it. And I don't know whether Well, I was down the Gold Coast. I don't know if you guys ever heard the Gold Coast. That's where all the beautiful beaches are, and you got Surfers Paradise, and then if you go further north, it's like Sunshine Coast. Beaches are absolutely gorgeous. That I think they flog that as a tourist thing, and I got friends that live right on the beach there, and when you look down from their 24th floor, the park, they have beautiful parks and palms and all that sort of trees and stuff like that. And it was just like brown. It was just everything was brown. It was so depressing for like a touristy sort of place. And a lot of the Asians come to the Gold Coast. They absolutely adore the Gold Coast. They come. We sit on the balcony. You can see like bus loads of tourists, and mainly Asians that they love coming out to Australia, and they love going to the Gold Coast because that's what I think is probably one of the nicest places that you could advertise for Australia, the Gold Coast. It's expensive. I mean, the apartment that my friends live in it's like $800,000, and it's just like a fishbowl. Like it's just a simple. I think is it 2 bedroom or 3? 2 or 3 bedroom, and I don't like living up high in apartments. I could never do that. I just don't feel, I guess I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe up in one of those apartments. I'd rather be down on the ground. And now if you think you're safe, right, I think you're going to say to me, well, it's pretty safe up there on the 24th floor, right? As in home robberies and stuff like that. Well, guess what? It's not. We went there. I can't remember the date. We went there between Christmas and New Year. All right, I see you, Jeff. And we went there between Christmas and New Year. And believe it or not, someone, we call him Spider-Man, had gone up and down the building and had broken into people's apartments. I'm gonna add Jeff.
Hey.
Hello, Mr. President Jeff Count. How are you, buddy?
How you doing? I haven't put my cam on, so.
No, that's okay. It's up that you don't have to do that. That's fine. As long as I can hear you, okay.
I was just getting the other one with the YouTube, with
the chat.
Yeah. So I mute that, right? So.
Yeah, you sound a bit. What mic are you using these days?
Just on my laptop.
How far away are you from the laptop?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll get that closer. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You always use. Do you use a microphone like me, or no? You always just use the built-in stuff.
Yeah, I'm not using my microphone right now, so.
Oh, that sounds a bit better. Yeah. Okay.
Better.
Yeah, a little bit better. So, how have you been, Jeff? What's new with you? Oh, sorry.
There we go. All right, is that better?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah, I got it closer for you. So, how you doing, bro? You know what? I listened to some of the videos that you said in Australia. With all the firing and the fire stuff. That's crazy. With the animals and oh god.
Yeah.
Really, really bad, man.
Yeah, are you talking about the last live I did on the Australian? Yeah. I took some of those clips just from the local news and stuff, but it's scary, isn't it?
It is. When's that gonna? I seen a lot of Howard, a lot of people in the people have given money, with the fire and stuff, right? Is it going to stop?
Yeah, they'll get under control. It's just like the fire season, and there's, possibly lots of things to blame. Like they don't do enough backburning, and because even backburning can get out of control. There's just the government over the years, and you can't just blame the local government, the local government or who's in government now in federal government. You can't blame them because our government changes all the time. There's been a lot of people over a lot of years that they don't put their efforts into controlling like the undergrowth and because it's like it's just like an incinerator, man. I mean those forests they go so fast, Jeff. A fire can come over and through your house in a matter of like 10-20 seconds. The like with the wind, it can just go through and it just burns everything.
Yeah.
You know, one guy, like I think I spoke about this on the last live. One guy stayed behind, right, to try to protect his house, right? So he waters everything down. He waters the house down. He's got the hose there. He's got buckets, whatever. The fire came through so hard, so fast, so hot. The poor bastard grabbed his bucket, jumped in the pool, right, put the bucket over his head. The fire went through and it melted his bucket on his head.
Wow.
You got no time, Jeff. You can't survive that. How are women and children supposed to survive that?
How far are you from that? It's like really close?
Oh, I'm where I am, you know, it's sort of semi rural. At the back of me there is lots of trees and stuff like that, and it gets sort of a little bit more remote. It's not like a normal house with, you know, house next to each other. Like I do live in a normal street, like with houses right next to me, and there's not an absolute heap of trees around me directly, although there is a few out the back. But as far as those big fires are concerned, yeah, though nothing's close to me. I'm pretty good there.
Yeah. So,
but it's scary. I'm scared. I'm always scared of that sort of thing. I mean, Mother Nature's fucking unbelievable. Even with the flood, like I said before, you know, people worry about getting burned up and all that, and then the next minute, you know, you get a water and the freeway's flooded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I was kind of crazy around it. When I was actually coming to look at you, it's like I thought maybe you were going to Skype, right? And then you changed this to this, right? So. Oh
yeah, no, I do it here now. Yeah, sorry.
So I didn't know you're not really doing like an Auzzie rules. Did you do it at the beginning?
Yeah. This is Auzzie rules.
Okay. Yeah. I missed that.
I mean, I can go live. I can go live anytime. I can just go live straight on. I can just go live straight on YouTube. But if anybody wants to come up, then I have to do it through StreamYards. I figured so. Yeah. And I like StreamYards. It seems to work quite well.
Yeah, I did try it. You know, the first time.
Yeah, I saw that. That's you guys are gonna stick with you now, though, for now, right?
Yeah, I think you got like 8 people you can cam up, right?
On here, I think it's 6.
Is it 6?
6 on the free one, I think. I'm not sure if it's more on the paid version.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to ask you about Fancy. Is Fancy? Does he know he's coming here? Or,
Yeah. He's listening. He's lurking. He didn't. He didn't put anything in the. He didn't put anything in the chat, but I have been talking to him. So yeah, mate. Both of us were a little bit worried about you.
Hmm.
Well, we were a little bit worried about you because I saw some video of you doing this happy birthday.
Oh, okay.
To one of the Nazi vlogs, and we were worried that you might have been turning green.
No, well, there's some people that wanted to like give Kelly. She's like, you know her for like from 5 years ago or whatever, I think it is, right? With the Kermit Town people, right? And yes, I don't have a beef with Kelly or anything, and she's always been nice to me. So yes, a lot of people asked to do a video for her, right, for her birthday, and I said no problem, so I did it, right? So.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Anyway, Fancy's in the chat now. He's suddenly shown up, Jeff. You mentioned him, and he's lovely blue.
And you got Andy Cruz in there.
Yeah, Andy's always around. You know, it's amazing how much of the same people that Andy and I follow and have been interested in quite a few years, because Andy and I used to always talk about the Kermit people and stuff and the crazy stuff that used to go on there. And then it's funny how we also came across to Jamie's channel and all that. And yeah, it's just I keep saying to Andy, I said, oh man, and I go into like some periscopes and like Andy's there, and I think like Andy's my fucking brother, man. These guys in exactly the same people I am.
Oh yeah. Okay, so a lot of people from Andy Cruz with the Kermit people, right? They all combined together, right? A little bit.
Kermit, Kleenex was he was on Podtrash yesterday. Wish had him on, and he hadn't been on. I don't think Chris had been on Podtrash since he got kicked off, whatever, or he left when he was doing his show.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was good to hear Kleenex back on there. He was still moaning and groaning as usual, but excuse me.
I seen on my YouTube. I seen. Oh, look at I found Elisa on Elisa's her very last show. I was on her show, so I have that on YouTube. So if anybody wants,
I didn't realize you posted a video which was about when you went on Jimin.
Oh yeah, I got that, but you know what? It was really bad. Like the sound system was bad, but I already said I'm sorry about it, but
you saw what they were doing though, because I think you were on with I think it was Goddess, and she got you confused with somebody else, and then
no, they were doing that though. They were trying to do a bit with it, right?
Yeah.
And so Jimmer wanted to say wink, 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 right? Come on, Jeff, come on.
Yeah, but you were going like, oh, I think you got me confused with someone else.
I know. That if people don't know what you're talking about, is a girl that is like a cam girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very popular cam girl. That
was that which one was that? Was that the Goddess? Was that Goddess?
I keep forgetting her name, but it's on there. It's if you see it, like I know her name. She's
it was either Goddess or Tara.
Starts with a K.
Okay.
Kelly.
Yeah. I didn't really know the Goddess.
I forget. I'm sorry.
So how you been anyway? You been taking it easy?
I've been good. Everything's good, man. So
yeah.
I hope that Fancy gets have Cam up, right? So.
Oh, you want Fancy up? I don't know. He last when I spoke to him this morning, the poor little bastard was freezing his ass off. He said it was.
Oh, it's terrible in Toronto. Toronto is we're like minus 23 now.
Oh, Jeff, that is cold.
I'm serious. It's fucking crazy, man.
Oh,
and before that, last night we had snow, right? So it was a snowstorm, and now it's like really cold. So
you see, isn't it weird, Jeff? You're up there. You're up there freezing your fucking ass off, right? And I'm here. Dictating whether to do a podcast based on the fact that it's cool enough at the moment that I don't have to turn my air conditioner on because I get yeah, and you're up there minus fucking whatever. Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what?
What?
I know with you, it's like the coldest you're gonna get is like what? 0 or what? I don't know.
So we're talking degrees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You because I know are you and me the only ones that use degrees, and the others use Fahrenheit?
We go your way. We go your way.
Okay. Then you understand. Okay, so the coldest I've seen it in Queensland in winter was 8.
Oh.
And that was comfortable.
That's springtime for us.
Exactly. Yep.
We got January and February, and then we got March is up and down. So. Well,
look, you know how all of our cars, you got your heater, you got your air conditioner. I have my AC on probably 3/4 of the year. I'll have the AC on, even if it's just on one with a bit of cool air. Only maybe one time I turn the heater on, and then excuse me, I can only turn it on to one because it gets too fucking hot, and it's normally to just defrost the window from getting fogged up because it's cold outside or whatever. Hardly ever use it. Like even at work, the girls that work with me, they've all got their like little the little heaters underneath the table, and they're all freezing, and I'm walking around with a t-shirt on.
Wow.
Yeah, I love the cool. I'm in the wrong place. Queensland is not the place. Queensland is not the place for me. Fancy, yeah. If you want to jump up, Fancy, let me just post the link again. Make it easy for you.
If he can come up here, and instead of maybe he's gonna do his bike. You know, he's gonna.
I saw a couple periscopes that Fancy did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he still has that video problem.
Yeah, but that was crazy. The one I told him. I said, "Oh, it sounded like he's in the space station."
Yeah, but he's putting on all these effects, and so he doesn't want to show himself clearly. He's quite funny. I like it. It's very creative.
Yeah, he's funny. I like it. I like him.
Yeah. So Jeff, just on a different subject, man, YouTube can be dangerous. There's this creator, and her name's Mummy Ramblings or something like that, and she's a sort of middle-aged lady, whatever. Last night, right? I mean, she I don't even know what she talks about. I figured it's true crime. I don't know. I've never watched her YouTubes, but last night or her time or whatever, she got swatted or whatever you call it, where someone rings the cops and makes up some ridiculous story, and the next minute you've got like a police squad knocking your house down, like getting in and scaring, like they think that something's going on. It's terrible, man. I'm just going to add Fancy now, all right?
Wow.
Yeah, that happened to her, and it's happened to a few people. Let me just add Fancy.
Hi, good day, mate.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I want one roti roll and 2 mince curry, please.
Yes, I'll send my friend Fancy out with the scooter. That will be 20 minutes delivery time.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Right on.
What's up, guys?
Thanks. Thank you.
What's up, man?
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, man. I've just been taking a cooling down break. I didn't want to get too involved with all that new stuff that you and Mud were busy with. I think it was in now. So I
just talked to Mud, and I know Mud is going to be doing his now. I don't know, but he's always saying, "Okay, I'll do a half an hour. Half an hour from now, I'll do it," and then so it's like an hour, and it's like he's always, I never know. He's not on time.
I don't know why he's unfollowed me for, I don't know. I haven't done anything to the guy. I don't know if he listened to my SoundCloud, but I didn't blame him for anything. So he's unfollowed me, so I can't see any of his activities on Twitter. Yeah, so I don't know. I've never said anything or done anything to the guy, so I'm just a bit like confused, like what's going on. I went on last week. Me and Casper were talking on this live, and we were just saying that that's not our kind of thing, getting rough on the internet with people and stripping down, and we were just talking about.
Are you talking about Jeff when he had his ass out?
Yeah, but I mean, Mud was also encouraging that kind of thing, like the previous day before that. Look, I mean, Mud first created his scene the previous day, right? Then he went right through till the morning, and then Jeff came, and then Jeff did like he doubled that, Jeff was like, okay, you can get extreme like that, and then I'll double it up. So yeah. I just think that's kind of a bit dangerous.
Fancy, that's difficult for you because like you've given up the drink now, haven't you?
I wouldn't say given it up, but I've slowed down dramatically, where I would just have 1 or 2 shots and that's it. I used to buy cases of beers, like a box of beers, like a 24, 62 cans, and I would leave it by my door because it's quite cold there, and I would just fill the fridge and I
Just
would
going to
drink
add
like
someone
that.
else for you boys that you know. Hang on.
You're drinking a case of beer?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, give him.
What's up?
Case of beer?
Hey, what's up, man?
Jeff, you have to mute your YouTube.
What's up?
Jeff M.
Did it?
Yeah, Jeff M. Mute your YouTube and just keep Streamlines on. Yeah, that's right.
I did.
How are you, Jeff?
What's up, man?
Sorry, mate. I didn't know who you were at the beginning there, and I saw you in the chat. I wasn't sure. J-Mac.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Mr. Couts on cam.
What's going on, man?
Not much. How about you? Are you waiting for Mud Country?
I'm partying, man. What's up, Fancy?
Hey, what's up, Jeff? What's up?
Long
Man?
time
How you
no
doing?
see. Fuck, there's Jeff.
Yeah.
We're all partying.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No, Fancy's not partying, man. We don't have.
Not partying.
No, he just got up.
The time is
I've been wanting to ask Jeff, what is the ladder, that golden ladder in the back of you? What's that all about?
That bitch I've been living with for fucking 15 some years. She moved out. I'm redoing this. I'm redoing this room.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I kicked that bitch out.
Oh.
So I'm redoing. This whole room is getting redone and repainting it and everything.
You kicked her out, Jeff.
Yes. Can't stand her.
Was she just a boarder, or was she?
Yes, fucking bitch. I can't. I can't. It's just a pain in my ass. I'm glad she's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you banging her, Jeff, or?
Yes. Yes, but I'm tired of her and moving on.
Oh, okay. Moving up, Jeff. The next one will be.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like Jeff is working out. Jeff, you looking a bit muscular today.
I'm looking good, I'm looking good, right?
Which
No,
Jeff you talking about?
Jeff,
I'm looking good, right?
did you see the way he was walking? It's like his chest was out.
You're talking about Jeff Count?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that.
Yeah, look, hey, since Jeff has been home, I said that to him last time. I said, Jeff, you're looking pretty good, mate. What's going on here?
You're working out, Jeff. You're secretly working out, right?
Doing something.
Well, what's Jeffrey Fancy? What Casper? What's Jeffrey talking about? There's two of us here now.
Yeah, it's two Jeffs. Yeah, Fancy, it has to be Count or Jeff M or something like that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay.
Fancy, I appreciate it if you're talking about me. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're also looking okay, man.
I look okay, Fancy.
Yeah, you look much better now. I don't know. You growing your hair now? I remember you used to have a bald head.
Yeah, man, you like that?
It's a bit late to be growing hair now, isn't it? Like at our.
Fancy came up, man. I see you, Fancy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just woke up. I'm
So what?
decent, man.
So what?
No, man.
Well, Fancy. Jeff's got a spare room now. You know.
Yeah, come on over, Fancy.
Right here.
Oh man.
I'm
talking here, right? See?
I don't know.
Right? I'm looking
I
at
don't
the
know.
big screen, the huge screen right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I invited Fancy over, man. I was going to marry. Remember that, Fancy? We're going to get married, and I was going to get him a visa. So Fancy came over to the US.
Here we go,
Right.
Jeff. But now you're telling people on live TV that our arrangements, that was supposed to be a private arrangement. God, Jeff.
Oh, that's funny.
Fuck yeah, man.
How many rooms you got in that mansion, Jeff M?
I only got one. I only got one for Fancy. That's it.
No.
Yeah, man, I get no-
Well, like I said before, I need to get to know you. You could be a serial killer. I don't
I
know.
could be.
Maybe you just trying to trap me, you know? Like
Yeah. Yeah, I
you
can
just trying to trap me,
stick a knife right in the neck or something.
yeah,
right?
you maybe your mission is to like your first Indian that you're gonna kill. Like,
Ah.
you know, I'll be your first Indian.
No. You know I wouldn't do that.
I don't know much about
Yeah,
that.
you don't know that. Yeah, you don't know.
No, if Fancy goes missing, Jeff, we know where to look.
That's right. That's right. No,
But then again, you're a military guy, so you have rules, right?
that's
Rules
right.
of engagement.
No, I
So
like
maybe,
no,
yeah.
I've always liked Fancy. I always liked
No,
Yeah,
you know
I
what that
man.
means. No, Fancy, you know what that means. If Jeff
does it
M
mean?
is ex-military, you know what that means. They
What does it mean?
won't find the body.
That's right. I put him in
Oh
ass.
my god!
Put him in a 55 gallon
Oh my
drum
God.
and bury his ass. Right? Yeah.
No.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Seen
The
idea.
Saudis are already paying America. Was it $1 billion? I believe $1 billion.
What to kill? What to
No,
kill Saudis?
No. They're paying the Americans $1 billion to protect their country, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, I tell you, Fancy is more American than most Americans are. He knows more about America than America.
So true. Yeah, you could be right. You could be right, Jeff. It's just a shame.
Hey,
that I don't
you know what, Jeff M.
Jeff
Jeff
M.
M.
Fancy loves America. You know that? You know that?
Jeff M.
Yeah.
We were talking about Rush, right?
Oh man, Jeff, did you see all the links I sent you?
I have, yeah. I've seen that.
Well, play them. Yeah.
No, but it's
So do you?
it's
sorry.
great. It's great that I'm always with Rush. I love listening to Rush.
Right. Yeah.
With Neil Peart. Holy fuck.
Oh.
He's only 53 years old. Like,
No.
come on.
Yeah. 53. Yeah.
Yeah.
A
That
damn shame. A damn shame. Does
Oh,
Fancy know Canadian rock? Fancy ever heard of Rush?
Oh no, I haven't. I actually haven't. I was just about to ask you, what's the whole Rush thing? I thought you were talking about the soccer player Rush from Liverpool. Is that what you're talking about?
No. Rush is a rock band from Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they Russians?
They're good. It's a good band.
Yeah. Casper's. Hey. You're Casper. You're in Australia, right?
Yep.
How's things going there with all the fires and shit?
I was just saying before, Jeff. We've been having a lot of rain since Christmas time all around the place, especially up here where I am, and I think the fires are getting slowly under control.
It's starting to get under control, man.
Yeah.
I heard so many bad things, man.
Yeah, a lot of dead animals.
Yeah. I heard it's almost like 1 billion animals.
Yep.
How can that be? How can that be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of wilderness, bro. There's lots of
How is that possible? 1 billion animals?
Yeah. How is that possible? It blows my mind how that is possible. But when you look at Australia, I was checking it out. I don't know much about Australia, but everybody lives on the coastline, and you go in the outback, and it's just nothing but wilderness, right?
Yeah, in the middle, it's a bit it's a bit deserty in the middle. Yeah, sure, but
In the middle,
yeah. Most of people, you're right. Most of people do live on the coastline.
So you got all the kangaroos and koalas and all that stuff are just living their habitat in the middle of the country.
Yeah, well, what happens with the koalas is that they think that, but just by climbing higher in the trees, they're going to be safe, but they're not safe. Those fires are just fucking. They go through the forest and stuff like crazy, and just.
But that means Jeff M. I calculated. I think when they say 1 billion, maybe 500 million of those animals are kangaroos, because Australia has so many kangaroos.
Correct. Yeah, there are a lot of kangaroos, but at least they can try to run. A lot of them would have, run
Because
out
I
of the way.
saw the pictures on the YouTube. You just see the fire and you see dead kangaroos, like roasted kangaroos all over.
Yeah, I hate hearing that.
Did you see the ones that got stuck in the fences, like the
Yeah.
kangaroo stuck in the
Yeah,
fences? It's like a barbecue. It's like a barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh
But
no!
I mean, like, but now is it safe to eat that meat? I mean, like, don't people like go there and pick it up?
Fancy, that's not cool, man. I mean, I guess if they're gonna die, gotta put them to some use. But it's
But I mean, it's like so much of waste. I mean, don't you think that's a free meal? They could feed people in Australia.
But Casper, I'm hearing that people are talking about this climate change, but I'm hearing a lot of it's being set by people.
Well, what's
going on over there?
I didn't hear that last bit, but I did hear a little bit of what you said. I've done some research, and generally Australia as a country is slowly getting hotter. Just over the years, you can just see the comparisons. Every 10 years, the temperature is going up.
But
So what's the temperature now, Casper?
Right now, as in right this very second.
Yeah.
Well, it's been raining, but it's starting to warm up. Humidity is pretty high. Let me just check. At the moment, considering it's been raining all night, it is 26 degrees Celsius.
Oh, really?
what's that in Fahrenheit?
I don't know. I'd have to do.
That's like 46.
Here, I'll check it out. I'll find out.
So it's really pleasant for me at the moment to sit here in my room and do a podcast, but it is slowly starting to warm up to a point where I'm going to have to turn
It's about
the AC
40 Fahrenheit. 42 Fahrenheit or something like that.
But normally, like every day, like just a normal summer's day here is around 35 degrees. So,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's hot, man.
Yeah, it's unpleasant. It's unpleasant.
But I thought you were in the countryside. Isn't it cooler in the countryside?
That's
No,
70 degrees.
I'm not really. I'm not in the country. I'm only an hour and a half from the coast.
Well, that's 78 degrees. That's not too bad.
Yeah, today's all right, Jeff, because it's been raining all night. But you know, if it hasn't been raining, it hasn't rained this hard here for months and months and months. And like 35 is pretty hot, right? What's 35 in Fahrenheit?
35.
That would be like
That's 95 degrees. That's a little warm. That's a little warm.
Yeah. So we have the ACs on at work pretty much all day, and I have the AC on when I get home. So,
oh man, it's almost like you guys are living in Saudi Arabia. The climate, the weather pattern.
I love winter. I love winter here because winter here is like Jeff said before. Jeff Count. Winter here is like Jeff's spring. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, see, it's winter here where I'm at. Like right now, Casper, it's it's 57.
You're in Texas, right?
Yeah, it's 57 degrees and it's 13 Celsius.
13.
13.
What? Is it cold in Texas?
That's nice.
Yeah, it gets cold. Yeah, it gets cold here.
Oh, but which part are you in Texas? You like in the middle of Texas where it's
I'm right in the middle of Texas.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you close to the mountains where it snows?
No, it very rarely snows here.
Oh,
every once in a while it does.
Oh.
Yeah. What's Danny doing in there? What's going on?
He's in the chat. I can pin comments from the chat.
No.
It's just a visual thing for the broadcast. It's just a tool that StreamYards gives you, which is quite good. That's why I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty cool.
Yeah, there's lots of control. No one gets on cam unless I add them, and I can see everyone beforehand. You got good control. You got moderators there in the chat.
Yeah, it's because the very first time I did it on Casper, you know what? The guys there, some guy that I cammed up, and he was showing his balls. Remember?
I know.
I gotta say, I gotta watch what I do on YouTube, right?
Yeah. I know who that was. He's a rascal. He's actually a good guy. He's just a rascal.
Yeah.
I don't think if I tell him not to do it again, he won't do it to you again.
I have it on private, so I can edit it, and then later on I'll just
Jeff Count was working really hard trying to work out how to kick him off.
Some guy's ball. Oh, fuck.
Well, Jeff M, I had someone cam up and showed me his ass.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I thought it was Jimmy.
Jimmy Linguini?
Jimmy Linguini. I thought it was Jimmy Linguini. Remember?
Jimmy Linguini likes to do the.
But maybe we should ask Jeff about what's this new thing that he's into now, where he strips on cam. Maybe we should ask him about that. Like,
all right.
Whose idea is that?
Jeff Count, can you please explain your actions of? I don't remember the date, but I saw an ass on the screen. Someone put their YouTube chat on. We need to mute their YouTube.
Okay. We were having our
Sorry.
we were having fun. We were having fun tonight. We were having fun one night, and with Joey and a few other people, and we were talking about, like, I don't know. We were talking about all kinds of shit, and yeah.
How does that get you excited to get your ass out?
I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it. As long as I'm not taking my dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, I've seen it many times. So I have no problem with it. So.
What do you mean? You've seen your own ass plenty of times. What are you saying?
What you talking about is on that.
Jeff, didn't you see Jeff M? Didn't you see Jeff Count get his ass out?
No, I've never seen that. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, Jeff was having a good old time. I think was Jeff? Was that on? Was that on you now?
Are you talking?
Yeah, it was. It was yeah.
Look. Hashtag no homo, but Jeff's got quite a nice ass.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you talking about me or the other Jeff?
No,
hey, Fancy, don't you like my ass? You don't like my ass? Come on. And Fancy keeps saying, "Oh, you gotta be. Don't be a fag. Don't be a fag. Don't be a fag. Come on." Fancy,
are you worried? Fancy, are you worried about the gay stuff, or just
you
don't like his ass?
That's not it.
No, that's not it. That's not it, man. The thing is, like, I don't like to promote stuff like that, because, like, especially the fact that you are on live where there might be kids watching or teenagers, that's actually promoting all that gay stuff. It encourages people to become gay. You understand? So it's against my belief to promote that stuff. So why should I even entertain that kind of stuff? So I feel.
So I hear you, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't like them either.
I mean, why must I promote stuff that I don't like? Why should I encourage that? Then innocent teenagers who don't know what life is about, they want to become that because they think it's fashionable. So we basically promoting
really religious about you don't
need to be religious, right? You are basically misleading the teenagers. That's why America is so fucked up. Even Canada is becoming like America.
Right.
You're misleading people. Why must I mislead people? It's not cool.
Yeah, Fancy, you're fighting an uphill battle.
So you better not go to the beaches. You better not go to the beaches then, Fancy.
Fancy, you're fighting an uphill battle because the whole cool thing is to be gay. That's the cool.
Yeah.
No,
I hear
come on.
I hear
Like,
you. I hear you, Jeff.
You're not going to win, man. You just got to go with it, man. Just,
I went to the beach. I went to the beach over the break, guys, and I forgot how sweet it is at the beach with their girls
exactly.
with their bikinis
Thank you.
all
Thank
the way
you.
up their bums. Oh my god! I could have sat there the whole freaking day.
Yeah.
What'd you see? What'd you see? What did what? Casper?
Yeah, the girls walking down the beach, Jeff M, with their bikinis all the way up, all the way up their bums, with 90% of their ass cracks, their bum cheeks out. It's such a beautiful thing to see.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, big titties. You see big titties too?
Oh yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
It's hard not to stare.
Well, see, we're all heterosexuals.
They can go topless in Toronto.
Oh my god.
See, we're all heterosexuals here, but you get someone to say, "Oh no, that's where you get."
Well, Jeff Count, you wouldn't want to see any girls at the moment at that sort of temperature, topless. Do you imagine what's going to happen there?
There you go, eh?
Well, I don't care what temperature it is. I want to see the titties. I don't care what temperature.
Yeah, but I don't want. Like the thing is, I'm not religious.
Funny.
I'm not religious, so it doesn't mean that if you don't like the gay stuff that you're religious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why is it gay? Why is it gay if the guy is on the beach? The guy is on a beach and doing, if a guy's gonna see his ass, if another guy is gay, you can't do that, man. You let them go. It's like fuck.
Well,
In front of kids.
I kind of see Fancy's way, man. It's like you do that shit behind the scenes or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You have kids on the beach. You have families on the beach.
I think we are in 2020, right? Are we in 2020? We're not back in back in the 1960s. So
But maybe we should be. Maybe we should
see
be.
that's what you guys want to be. You know what? Fancy and Jeff M, you want to take it back to 1960?
Yeah.
Why not? It was much better.
Yeah.
There was less crime.
Yeah,
There was less crime in the 1960s.
Everything was better back then.
Yeah. I
I don't think it was any better. I don't think it was any better than that back. Look what happened. Look what happened.
They used to wear it more.
Nothing happened back then.
Before the snow used to be white. Now the snow is not white anymore. There's a lot of difference.
Fancy, have you seen that movie Brokeback Mountain?
That's all I can say. He's got a good way of looking at shit. Yeah.
Hey, is everybody? Hey, can I just ask everybody? Can I just ask everybody if they have their YouTube chat? That's YouTube.
Brokeback.
Is that Fancy that had his?
Oh,
So everyone's got their YouTube muted.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. I keep hearing a lot of echo.
That's somebody else.
I think it's Jeff.
It's not me.
Hang on. Let me test. All right. Now how's that? Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry.
It's gone.
Jeff, it's gone now. Jeff, it's you. I just muted your mic, Jeff, but it's you. You have to make sure your YouTube is muted if you're looking at the chat and just have StreamYards on.
Hopefully,
Probably
Jeff he's not double streaming. Jeff is double streaming.
Yeah.
Jeff is double streaming.
Let me unmute you. You can unmute yourself, Jeff, but I just unmuted you. Jeff, count. No, he must.
I'm here. Again, I have it muted. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but your shit was man.
Yeah, still echoing. Not sure. I haven't tried it with 4 people before.
Yeah, that's the problem when you got 4 people.
Well,
no, it's not echoing. It's not echoing, man.
He's
It's
talking
fine.
on another chat.
Jeff is double streaming.
Yeah. I can mute myself.
Yeah, but how Jeff M? How do you do it? I don't see any headphones on you.
Yeah. And you hear me just fine, right? Without
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
no,
Jeff,
I hear you fine, but when it loops back to come out of it's coming out of your speakers, yeah.
Yeah, but
Jeff's got
you don't
military
hear,
tech, bro.
right?
Jeff's got military tech.
Yeah, that can cause, but it sounds fine at the moment. But I don't know. I thought everyone had to have headphones on.
No, I don't have
For
headphones.
some reason, it works fine. I don't know why.
Okay, weird. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine now. At the moment, it was it was coming back through Jeff, but I always thought that everyone had to have.
No, it was Jeff. It was Jeff because I muted Jeff.
No. I'm not disputing it's not Jeff, but the thing is, the you two guys haven't got headphones in either, right?
Well, it was that when I did have YouTube on, but
it's Jeff trying to sabotage your show, bro. I know it's Jeff.
What?
No way, Country wouldn't do that. Jeff, unmute yourself when you want to talk.
That's some sneaky stuff.
There, it's fine. It's fine. I got the other one that's muted, so you know.
See,
it's fine.
Fancy. Come on, get your shit. Get your shit fixed.
I don't. No echoing through Jeff count.
Well, the echo's gone now.
Yeah,
but you see,
I'm fine right here. Listen, I'm talking right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm talking to you right now, you motherfucker.
We can't hear you.
It was the problem was with Jeff count.
Jeff, unmute yourself.
He was double.
Jeff count. What? How do you answer to allegations that you're trying to sabotage my Aussie rule?
No, I'm not. Everything's good right here. Come on, listen to me. I'm here.
I know that's out of Predator.
Hey, Jeff count, man, what a great ending to Kelly. You did a great job with Kelly.
Oh, that was great. That was great for you, though. You know what? We actually, Casper was talking about this, and you know what? With your dog is he's a star. He's a star.
Yeah, my dog's new star now.
Yeah.
She's sleeping now, but if you don't like howling all day long, my dog howls all day long.
It was good. It was good. You know what a lot of people don't know, it was Jeff M that was before I did my video. It was Jeff M did it with singing Happy Birthday with his dog, and they were ow.
Maybe that's why your housemate got annoyed.
Did you see it, Casper? Do you still?
No, I didn't see it. Where did you post that one?
It was Kelly's birthday the other day.
Yeah, I know, but where did you post it? Where did you post the video?
Well, it's all in Forza. I sent to Forza.
Oh, it's in the Discord. No, I'm not in that Discord. I'm not in that community anymore, Jeff.
You had a whole compilation.
Okay.
Of everybody.
I can send it to you sometime, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'll send you the whole thing because a lot of people said things about her video with Happy Birthday, right?
Well, Casper, how come you got
Gonzo? Hey, Casper, he did it with Gonzo.
Yeah. I'll answer Jeff M. I'm not anymore.
You don't like too much, but there was a lot of people in there that you do like.
Because you're part of the community part of the back when street cats and shit like that. You're part of the community and stuff, right?
I haven't been there for a couple of years. I think it's been a year now, or 1 or 2 years, Jeff. Yeah, no, I don't really get along with Chad and all that, Forza and all that. not my cup of tea. So yeah, I'm in different communities now, but I mean, I still have fond memories. And a few good friends from that community, like you and Tricep and a few others. And I keep in touch on Twitter.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, you're back when Elisa Jordana and all that stuff.
Yeah, I joined. I started watching Elisa around a quarter of the way through her series. Yeah, I wasn't there from the very start, but I came and started watching her show based off something that was said on the Howard Stern show or something like that.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's how it all started. Yeah, and I was just watching. I never went on her show. I tried to go on her show one time, but my internet wasn't good enough for StreamYard. Not StreamYard. What was it called?
But
What-
you were in chat a lot.
Yeah, I was in chat a lot trying to just joke around. I was trying to.
Yeah. That's funny, man. It lasted what? How long did that last? About a year, about 2 years, I guess.
Yeah, maybe
every night is going on.
Yeah, well, for me, Jeff M. It used to be in the morning. The show from my time, like, it'd be about 9 o'clock.
9 in the morning.
In the morning, yeah. So on the weekends, it was great because remember she used to do it 7 days, didn't she? And then she cut down.
Well, in the beginning, she went on for like 3 hours.
Every day.
Yeah.
Casper, I was following that story with you and Kleenex about the $100 speaker that you sent him. Yeah, just a little bit of a caution. Be careful of that guy. Don't let him abuse you in that way.
Nah, man, this was ages ago, man. This was ages ago.
Was it?
And yeah, this was a long time ago. And
you saw what he did to Woosh, right? When he became friends with Woosh, and then he went on Twitter after a few weeks, and then he started talking about their personal life on Twitter. On Periscope, sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, he was on Podcast yesterday. He was on Podcast yesterday.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any of my information because when I set up my.
But I'm just saying, be cautious with that guy. That guy is a snake, bro. Seriously.
Well, I brought him something because at the time he was having a rough time, and I just won 19 grand.
He has a rough time. That's his act. He's just making up shit. His wife sits behind him when he's talking all the stories.
Now you're speculating.
And no, I'm not speculating. I saw photos of him streaming, and his wife was sitting behind him with her laptop open, watching the stream and sipping coffee. I've seen it several times.
Okay, all right, but look, be honest with you, I don't really have too much to do with him. Everyone knows I do my own thing.
Yeah, but whatever that guy talks about his hardships, he's not. He's quite sorted. That guy, he's quite sorted. Believe you me, he's got time and he's got money. This thing about him suffering and he's broke and all that shit, that's nonsense. That man's got money.
Casper, you sent him $100?
No, I brought him a. I went. You know how he had his Amazon wish list or whatever, and I jumped on there and I saw he was doing podcasting at the time, and he didn't have everything he needed. So I brought him a Bluetooth speaker, which I think to this day he still uses. And you got to remember, like, it might have been $80 US or something, but at the time it cost me about 120.
Wow.
In the conversion or something like that. And I just won $19,000 at the club, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna buy the. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be a good Samaritan and buy this guy a gift. So I did, and he thanked me for. He thanked me for it. And people keep bringing up stuff and throwing stuff in his face all the time now, like, oh, Mazda gave him this, and Dougie brought him PlayStation or something like this. But the thing is, if you want to, as a person, want to give someone a gift, right? You shouldn't expect to be thanked for it, all the time. The guy thanked the people, right? And that should be it. Like, people keep throwing it in his face all the time. It's not really fair.
But he was thankful. Because other people have sent him gifts and he didn't say shit to them.
Well, look, I'll be honest with you. Like, since I don't take it too serious, guys, because since I brought him a gift, and this was like a year ago. It was I won the money in March. So yeah, sorry, not a year. It's been 9 months ago. I brought him the gift, and he was fine. He thanked me for it, and he skited about it to people at the time, and that's it. I'm happy with that. Like, I can't like be angry at him. I mean, look, since I brought in the gift, right? He's probably blocked me on Twitter twice because he blocked everyone. He gets the shit. He blocks everybody, and then eventually he adds you back on again. I don't take it too serious,
Well, yeah. I didn't give a shit, but
and I mean, Fancy obviously doesn't like him. And I remember when there was that time when he went over to Kleenex went over to Japan or whatever, like really went over to Japan, wasn't a fake one, and he was supposed to meet with Fancy, and I think Fancy, you'd have to tell me the details.
Right, I remember that. Yeah.
I think Fancy just gave him the runaround, like, oh, you got to get this train here and go.
It was very nice.
I didn't give him.
Very nice.
I didn't give
You got really nasty, man. You were doing Periscope. You were swearing and fucking this and that. And you were swearing.
Man. I
remember that.
Angry because Kleenex never had to go and see you, Fancy. So
yeah, Fancy, you're just upset because you didn't meet the famous Kleenex.
You got angry with
yeah. He would have made you a superstar, Fancy.
No. I offered to take him around.
Yeah, but you said he had to get on a train for 4 hours or something.
I was going to pay for the ticket. I was going to do everything. I was going to give the guy a real treat. Right?
You're fucking around though, right, Fancy?
No, I was serious.
Oh,
I went
serious?
to the train station.
I'm not sure.
I was at the train station waiting for the guy.
No shit.
Because and I was going to give him the money that he used to take the train, and I was just reimburse him and take him out for lunch and stuff like that. I was going to do all that for him. So I waited at the station for him because it only takes 3 hours. I was there an hour before, and he never pitched up. That's when I went on Periscope and started slamming him. Because I was waiting for like 2 hours for the guy at the station.
Holy shit. He stiffed you.
Yeah, that's what made me upset. That's the real story.
What a dickhead.
Yeah, and look, the guy was phoning me and stuff. We were talking on Skype and stuff like that.
I mean,
he kept asking me for. He tried to hack me. He kept asking me for my real landline number. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, bro. If I give you my real number, you're gonna troll me like mad.
Wow. But
he's a sneaky guy. He's a sneaky guy. He doesn't really care about people. It's all about him and what he wants.
Oh yeah.
That's how he operates. So even whatever he says to you, it's only because he wants something from you, or he wants to use you as a prop or something. It's always something about what he wants to do. It's never about he's gonna try to be honest with you and be friends with you. Never.
Right.
He'll give you a story that will just make you feel sorry for him, but he's manipulating you all the time. That's how he operates.
Yeah, he's manipulating the fuck out of you. Yeah.
But it works both ways, guys. Like he likes attention, right? And he'll admit this. I'm not saying anything that he won't agree with. He likes attention, and to get attention, right? He makes up stories, and he admits this. He makes up stories, and the thing is, those people, the frogs or whatever, or the Discord crew or whatever, they love the stories, right? They use him for entertainment, so he just keeps making up stories.
Yes, That's fine. That's fine, Casper. But when you have an arrangement with somebody, when you actually talk to somebody privately and tell them that we're buddies and you talk like normal to each other, which he's done several times, told me, don't pay attention to these. Don't pay attention to these frogs. Listen and tell me about his wife, and it's all bullshit. What he's making up that stories. He wants to meet you, and he talks like to you like a normal person when privately, and makes you believe that you can trust him, right? But that's not the case. Then he just wants to get that information from you, so that he can spew it back out on the internet with his frog friends, and then make fun of you.
Are you talking about Kleenex or Chad? Because that sounds like
Kleenex. Both of Chad and Kleenex try to master each other. Both of them play the same game, and when Kleenex sees that Chad is beating him in his game, then Kleenex gets upset and blocks him. Then Kleenex goes one level up. Then Chad comes back again in the game. So it's like a rotation. It's a rotation game they play, and like the whole thing is so well planned. I think this is a cult. This whole thing, this frogs in Kleenex, it's a cult.
You're thinking this whole thing is a cult?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
Nah, I think it's a cult, bro. Seriously.
Are you thinking behind the scenes, like
behind the scenes? Yeah.
Chad and it's like.
Yeah, I think it's a cult behind the scenes.
No, I'm going to have to disagree with you there.
Why?
Well, I mean that no one DMs me is when I get on to their normal chat lines or whatever. I just get on there and say what I got to say. If I piss people off, I piss people off. I don't care.
Yeah, but maybe they just using you. You're just part of the bait. That's a prop. You're not part of their circle.
Yeah,
there's a circle.
It may be. Maybe there's a really. I don't see that happening, Fancy, on it, because they off each other out.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I know you're a wise old fox, Jeff. Okay, I'll take your word.
What you call me, a wise old fuck?
No. He said wise old fox.
Wise old fox.
Yeah, that's actually a compliment.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you called me a wise old fuck.
You know what's funny? What's funny is Jeff M's been around for a while, but I gotta admit, I still have memories of when you showed those charts, Jeff. That was just
that's my claim to fame.
That was the funniest shit, bro. That was fucking hilarious. Was the look on her face when you go, oh, this is just two guys blowing each other. Oh, the look on her face, man. That was hilarious.
It's the only good thing I've ever done.
And how many years ago was this? This was like 2 years ago or something, wasn't it, or more?
Probably about 2017 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so funny, man. I wish is that episode still up, or I need to find that because that was so funny.
You got to dig for it, but that's is my only claim to fame.
Oh, it's funny, man, because to be honest, you were showing these charts about the growth or something in viewers or something, and I was sitting there watching it, and I'm going like, okay, this is interesting. I don't know how accurate it was. I don't know how much time you actually put into it, and then suddenly, like, I don't know, you show about 3 charts, I think, about something, and then I'm going like, all right, it's and I could see that Elisa. It looked like Elisa was getting like a little bit.
Just getting into it.
Yeah, and then suddenly you just bring out this chart. He goes, oh, and this is just two guys blowing each other. That was so funny, man. That was classic. That was so classic. I love that type of humor. That's fucking hilarious.
They always say that the third, do 1 or 2 things, before, kind of like for comedians.
Yeah. No, you sucked her in. You sucked her in really good. I'm always really cautious of people, like, since that's something. Oh, it's so easy to trick people. You sort of gain their confidence to a point, and then you don't expect, and then bang.
Well, before that, her mother, Lisa's mother, was in love with me. Because whoever this Jeff M is, and Lisa's like, my mother really enjoys you. She loves hearing you on cam and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, next couple of days, like, what can I do to just really fuck this thing up? And Spreecast, and at that time, it's like no nudity, whatever, and gay stuff like that. It's like, what can I do to really bring this thing to it? Because there's a few people.
But what's unusual, Jeff? What was unusual in your case was that I know you're very anti-gay. I know you're very anti. And that's what was so funny about it. That's what was so funny. Yeah, it was brilliant.
What was funny afterwards? You should see my Twitter feed. It's just the followers started just like boom. It just started going up like hundreds of people. And it's like, what the hell did I just start here? All of a sudden I got all these followers.
That's great.
Yeah, I didn't know how big that show was until I
But you
did.
know what I like about Jeff is that Jeff M is that he's an honest guy, straightforward, honest guy. You know,
Jeff, did you ever get
and
back on after that? Well, she was what? Did she blow you up after?
She blocked me immediately, but I,
That's
I went
funny.
on about a few days later as a pseudo name, but she figured.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. No, that was really really good. That was fucking great.
And about 6 months later, I apologized to her. And I'm over her now. It's all good, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You know, another one of my favorite things, and it's probably not going to be obviously, Fancy's doesn't like Kleenex, but there was one time where he had a rough day on the show on her show, and he was mad as a fucking motherfucker, and he got in his ute, and Jeff Count would know this one. He got in his ute or something. He had like a really nice little ute, and he got in, and he's driving down the road, and he's he's streaming, and he's fucking angry as a motherfucker, and he's saying that Elisa's dog looks like a rat, and
oh yeah,
you remember that one?
No.
yeah.
Guess what? I didn't say I don't like the guy. I didn't say I don't like Kleenex. I just said you have
just
to be
trashed
careful with the. No, I can. Yeah,
okay.
we trash each other. Well, he trashes me all the time. I can trash him. He knows what I'm talking about. I didn't say I don't like the guy. I'm just saying that the guy, he manipulates people a lot. I'm not saying that I don't like him. That's what I'm just saying. Like even if
Yeah,
you,
well, look, I sent him a one time only gift.
Mm.
So I don't
yeah,
think
but
it's
I'm not saying I don't like the guy. The guy is funny.
know.
Yeah, sure. He's
I know,
funny. I like
but-
some of his stories. His stories get bizarre sometimes, and like his acting is really good. I love the way he acts. That's really good. I just sometimes say that I wish I could really know him as a
Yeah.
normal person. You know what I mean?
you tell some good stories.
But you know what, Casper,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right. You're right about this. Come on, her dog. Come on, her dog does look like a rat.
A rat.
So that was so funny.
A
That
rat.
was that's amazing because everybody were laughing about that. Kleenex, that's the ultimate. You look like a rat. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
funny because she does.
Yeah,
She
it was.
looks like
It
a
was
rat. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what, Casper? I think that's lost in history because I'm trying to look for that. I'm trying to look for what I
I couldn't even watch that. I tried to get that Last 13, and I know it's on Amazon Prime or something, but for me, where I am, I just can't. I can't find it. I can't get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wish it was somewhere else. I wish somebody had put on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
You know, I really wanted to watch the whole thing because it's just fucking funny.
Well, it's still here in the U.S.
Man, I wish somebody would like screen record it and put it on YouTube or something so I can watch it. That'd be awesome.
Let me see if that's still out there. I'm gonna check now. You got me curious. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off soon, guys, but probably get another
Okay.
5-10 minutes. We'll just wind up our chat. And I gotta go and get some stuff done.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear from you, Casper.
Yeah, man, I'll probably do this every couple of weeks. You know, I might have some people on that you guys don't know, but as long as you're not afraid to meet new people, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm in other communities.
It's a decent hangout.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot,
It's a decent
Casper.
hangout. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
This is decent.
I'm in the true crime or true drama community now, so that's quite interesting. That's where
Oh, you know what? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Last 13. Watch now. Watch. Here it is. It's here in the U.S. It's.
Can you download that, Jeff?
Can you hear it?
Yeah, Jeff, can you download it though?
Hold on a second.
You can drop the link in the chat.
No, I don't. I'd have to sign in. No, it doesn't work that way. Jeff M, if you can somehow download it, and then I don't know if you have a YouTube channel. If you could put it up on your YouTube channel, and even if you don't put it public, put it unlisted. Send me the link or something like that on Twitter or something.
I just posted it in the chat here. Can you see it?
Okay, bro, I gotta go. Thanks, Casper, for inviting me. Jeff M, really great to talk to you again.
Yeah, Fancy, I missed you, man.
I'll
thanks.
catch up with you later, bro.
Thanks, Fancy. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys later, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, I see the link, Jeff, in the private chat. The problem, the problem is I don't want to join Amazon Prime because I tried that before and
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, can you download it? Is it possible that you can download it?
Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where'd Jeff go?
Let me get back on there. I don't know. It's a movie.
Yeah, I know, but there's ways of recording. You know.
Yeah. But I'd have to. Yeah, I could do that.
If you get time, bro, if you can just
Right,
screen.
yeah, if I get time, I'll download it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I could do that.
And then put it on your upload to your YouTube channel, and then send me the link.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, mate. All right, but I'm gonna wrap it up. So thanks very much. I think Jeff said that Mud was going to do a U now today. I think.
Okay.
So keep your eye out for that if he is in fact.
We're gonna be partying.
All right, mate.
What time do you say it is over there right now?
Right now it's 1:30 in the afternoon, Saturday.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
So if there's a new now going on after I've done a few chores, I'll come and drop by.
Okay, sounds good. Good to see you.
All right. Thanks for dropping by. It's good to have you on.
All right. Take care.
All right. All right, everybody. That was Jeff M from Texas. We had Fancy from Asia. And we had President Jeff Cowan from Toronto, Canada. So I didn't expect to have, I really didn't expect to have anybody on today. I was just going to waffle on about the weather and the fires and my busy week that I've had returning to work. And I was going to talk about some of the stuff that's been going on in the true Karama, but I've run out of time. So maybe we'll talk about this next time. I'm hoping some of my favorite people might go live this afternoon, my time. Not really sure yet. And if my Starlight Starbright is listening, then please hit me up on Discord. And if you've got some free time, we'll just have a quick call so we can talk. Because I'd love to have you up on the panel, obviously. But like I said, it's the timing of the whole thing. I understand the difficulties you have, and with the organizing kids and stuff like that. I think Jamie has exactly the same thing. So, but thank you for everyone who coming on to my Aussie Rules today, and I guess we're going to catch you next time. As I said, I probably do this every 2 weeks or so, but I wouldn't bank on it, but every 2 weeks, because I listen to so many other streams and I can go on so many other panels that sometimes I forget, hey, maybe I should do my own. But thank you for everyone for coming on, and anyone listening to the replay. And we'll probably go out with just this little thing.
In Australia, we've got deadly animals aplenty. We've got funnel-web
I find it
spiders who
funny.
murder you and your family. Under every second rock is a redback spider, and they'll kill you just because, I don't know, they're bored or whatever. We've got invisible brown snakes who'll bite you on the foot, and you'll be dead in 7 minutes. Just like that. Kaput. We've got the world's deadliest creatures all over the place. We've got magpies who'll steal the eyeballs from your face. But at least we don't have AR-15s. We've got great white sharks who'll ascend from the deep and rip you in half with their razor-sharp teeth. We've got saltwater crocs who'll death roll you to death, and sea snakes who'll gladly snatch your last breath. We've got a blue-ringed octopus, no bigger than this, that just sits around in rock pools waiting to kill kids. And even the platypus, a cute beaver duck thing, has got a spur on its ankle that'll kill you in one sting. But at least we don't have AR-15s. They're at least they can't end up in the hands of psychopathic teens. We've got stonefish and stingrays and sea urchins and shit and hectic fucking homicidal box jellyfish. And these jellyfish, they aren't even sentient beings. They don't even really do stuff or know about things. They just float around on the whim of the currents, being pointless, non-cognitive, murderous cunts. And if that weren't enough in terms of natural hazards, here in Australia, the sun causes cancer. But at least we don't have AR-15s, and at least they can't end up in the hands
It's
of
Clucky's gun.
suicidal teens. And at least we don't have an NRA who pay millions of dollars every day, buying off politicians not to change old laws. We've got bull sharks, cone shells, saltwater crocodiles, honeybees, European wasps and blue-ringed octopies, death adders, blue bottles, redback spiders, tiger sharks, tiger snakes and lizards that'll bite ya. We got sea snakes, taipans, cassowaries, copperheads, all the creatures of the land and sky and sea that want you dead. Toadfish, stonefish, irukandji jellyfish, bull ants, centipedes and ticks that cause paralysis. Fuck, we don't have AR-15s, and thank fuck they can't end up in the hands of psychopathic suicidal teens. And thank fuck we don't have an NRA who pay millions of dollars every day, buying off politicians not to change some law. A law that was written 200 years ago, in a time when it took 3 minutes to reload a single round of ammunition. We knew nothing about depression, and you couldn't fire 45 rounds in 60 seconds. There wasn't even such a thing as automatic weapons, and there weren't 31 mass shootings monthly. But what would I know, 'cause I'm from another country.
That's me. Casper out.